Hey everyone, welcome to this year's installment of the Halloween Backrooms level. This is a series that I do every year, which is 2 years now, and it's where I make a custom level myself and upload it on Halloween Day. Typically these levels are creepy in some sort of fashion to fit the spooky day, and last year's video will be in the description if you want to go check it out. Without further ado, let's get into this year's level named Level 0HI0. Let's get into it. So this level is called Backrooms Level Ohio with a 0 on the front and on the end. I'll explain that in a second. And it's classified as a Class 5 survival difficulty, with it being unsafe, very unsecure, and infested with an entity. That's right, I said entity, not entities. So the level itself is massive. It's thought to be around the size of our Earth, and it even kind of looks like it. It's got houses and buildings and roads and bridges and things that look man-made, except it's all abandoned and cracking and broken down, and everything here looks like a massive post-apocalyptic war, like a battle or an end-time event just happened right before you got there. The ground is blackened and smoking in spots, and there are huge cracks in the ground that go down for miles. The roads that aren't completely destroyed have road signs and street names that are in English, but with weird misspellings and errors. Like if a street was named Baker's Street, it might be spelled Bakers Street instead of just Baker Street. Or the word interstate might be spelled inter, like on your keyboard, interstate, and so on. As I said, everything seems like it's completely abandoned, but it also seems like something big just happened. Like the ground is still smoking and is still burning in so many spots. And on top of that ground burning, the sky above the ground has an orange, smoky glow to it, almost like it's on fire. There is no noticeable day or night cycle, and the sky and the ground level is always a dark, deep orange, like a wildfire happening, and you can also see ashes and embers floating in the air, and hear the ambient sounds of destruction and explosions and heavy machinery from the sky. Now, on the ground, among the buildings and stuff like that, there are also what looks like military outposts, except they're destroyed and abandoned and crumbling down. It won't take you long to realize what destroyed the society you're standing in, because you'll eventually look up and you'll see them. The tripod entities. Now these are massive three-legged metal entities that have seemingly taken over whatever planet this backroom level takes place on. They seem to be using the planet to harvest its resources, like minerals and wood and that kind of stuff. They move around really slowly, but they do take huge steps on the way, and they seem to be sentient and like they have a brain because they purposefully avoid big bodies of water or big canyons or something, so it seems like they're either being controlled or they're controlling themselves. Interestingly enough, there are actually a few tripods that have been taken down by whatever military used to be here, because there's been some bodies found laying on their sides with huge holes in their metal casings. The only issue is that there's been no planes and no military weaponry or any military vehicle at all found. So either they've all been used, or the tripods literally just destroyed what was left. Who knows? The entire level is a post-apocalyptic ghost town that feels like you're the only person in all of humanity left. It gives you the feeling that you no-clipped into someone else's World War III, and you got there right as it ended, and you're the last person to be alive. Now, as I said, this level is thought to be as big as Earth, but where people normally get no-clipped is near a city and surrounding the city in the countryside. There are some small resources in the houses that are outside of the city, like food and what seems to be some kind of drinkable liquid. It's almost like this level produces its own kind of soft drink, or this planet, wherever this is, makes its own different kind of soft drink. It's some kind of flavored water milk substance called Solzats, and it's been found in the broken refrigerators that are here. It's safe to drink, and it's described to have a sweet and salty taste with no carbonation, kind of like Gatorade mixed with milk. Now, the food that's been found mainly consists of canned food, except it's not normal canned food like chicken noodle soup or something like that. It's like a turkey dinner in a can or summer dinner in a can. So between the Solzats drinks and the canned food, that leads many people to believe that this level is actually an alternate existence of the Earth that we live on, but who knows. And as far as we know, less than 3 people have ever been sent to this level, and each one of them landed in completely different spots. One started in the city, one was near what seemed to be a beach or bay area, and one was in the deep wilderness somewhere. And because of those 3 different wanderers, we've been able to get a pretty accurate description of what the place looks like. And it is terrifying. The air itself doesn't seem to be toxic, and nothing is actively trying to hurt you when you're here, but it's still extremely dangerous for a ton of reasons. Obviously, the main reason is the tripod entities that are walking around collecting resources. You don't want to get stepped on, and sometimes they'll shoot one of their legs into the ground, and you don't want to be under that, obviously. But the other reason is the fires that are spreading around the level. These fires can become huge walls of fire and cover the entire parts of the level for days on end, so watch out for that. Also, since the buildings seem to have been destroyed or shot with something, lots of the ones left standing are about to collapse, so that could be a danger too. You don't want to have a building collapse on top of you. Now, as I said, this level is nicknamed Ohio after the only state sign that's been seen standing. And just like the street signs and stuff, it's spelled wrong compared to our Earth. Now, our Earth obviously has 2 O's, but this Ohio is spelled with zeros instead of O's. And that's why it was named Ohio. It's a pretty fun nickname for an absolutely gut-wrenchingly terrifying place. Now, to enter this level, you have to have no-clipped through a tile floor somewhere, or find a collapsed house and no-clip into the rubble. In fact, the first wanderer that ever came here was just looking through the remains of a collapsed house when he tripped and he no-clipped through the ground and he woke up in the burning city here. To exit, you have to find a body of water outside of the city and outside of the suburbs, like a pond or a river or lake, and jump in it and no-clip through the bottom to get out. And this exit was actually found when that same wanderer that got here first was trying to outrun this massive fire that just blew up. And then he jumped into a river to swim away from it, sank to the bottom, touched the bottom of it, and then was sent to level 11 after. Now just imagine for a second, if you will, walking along a tile floor level and then falling. And not just, getting back up and walking away, falling through the floor into this desolate, apocalyptic level, and then seeing a place just like Earth burning to a crisp with giant tripod entities walking around. I don't know though, sounds like just another day in the backrooms to me. That's it for this level. I hope you enjoyed it. I literally just opened up a document and just started typing, and it all came to me. Obviously, I took inspiration from the War of the Worlds movie and the Tripod book series, which I do recommend all of you go check out if you want more. Both of them are great. But the rest of the world building, I pretty much made up and all that stuff. The drink and everything. I got pretty creative, I would say. Let me know if you want more levels created by me. Comment Tripod Brugly if you have made it this far, and I'll heart your comment, as always. Go check out Toogly also, because I live stream there multiple times a week, playing Apeirophobia, The Backrooms, Doors, Evade, everything. Y'all are awesome. I've done 3 streams now, over 130 concurrent viewers each time. Thank you all so much. I cannot put into words how much I appreciate you. It's super fun time over there. Go turn on the post noties if you want to be notified when I do that. I'll also be going live here on Brugly right as I hit 500,000 subscribers, so we can all celebrate it together. I'll probably start it like right at 49999, just so we can hit it live on stream, and I'll be wearing the Backrooms outfit and playing games with you and talking to you guys, and we'll be looking back at the old videos. It'll be a great time. Thank you so much for all you do for me. Thank you for your support. I love and appreciate you all. Have a great day. Peace.